Today we're joined by Mr. and Mrs. Cheryl, and we're discussing the landscaping work that they had done a month ago. Would you tell us about the area that you wanted to change and what you wanted to change about it?
Right. I mean, basically, we had a older cover up in the area that we have lattice now. So it was probably around 15, 20 years old, and yeah, over a period of time, it was worn out, and we wanted that change eventually. But adding to that is that my parents were not in town, so it was a very bold initiative that we wanted this to be done before they come here, so it becomes a surprise for my parents as well. So yeah, we need that change eventually. So hence, I mean, she was also following up very closely with Instagram, right? On Instagram, yeah. On lot of videos, a lot of reviews, things like that. And eventually we contacted Dream Garden, right? And I think the executives Anand and Anish, yeah, they were here one fine day, and we started explaining what the need is.
So, how many members in your household and how would they utilize the space?
Yeah, rather five people.
Five people.
Five people. So my parents, both father, mother, and ourselves and our son. Right. So he's 8 years old. So I mean, so that's another factor. I'll tell you more on that when I talk about the lattice area, right? And so eventually, we wanted the cover up where the cover up has to be such a way that we don't block the sunlight. So the air should flow in, and the sunlight also gets into the area that we are talking about. So we our thought process was to have vertical blinds with bamboos, things like that. I mean, that was what we have seen in the videos, review videos and follow-up videos on Dream Garden. So it all started with that. So then Anil and Anand suggested why don't we look for lattice? I mean, it gives better perspective when it comes to the airflow and the light in that front, right? Yeah, so that's how it all started, right?
So you had a special segment made into a window. Would you like to talk about why?
Oh, of course. I mean, that's a special spot for us. I mean, that's again in the corner of the building, right? So, I mean, that's a easy spot for my mother to wave off her hand to my kid, or when I go to office. So that's the area where she always comes out and peeps out. So we wanted that small window opening there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, did you have any choices with the plants? Did you look for something in particular?
Yeah, eventually lattice was good, but again there were the gap between each lines, right? They were pretty big, is what I felt. So hence we wanted some kind of creepers to grow on the lattice, outside of the lattice, so that over a period of time the lines are covered, but again we still get the air through that, right? So that was the all idea, and these plants were suggested by Dream Garden, but there were a lot of plants, so we didn't want to choose lot of varieties eventually. So in the end, we just opted for two vertical curtain creeper and orange trumpet. So these are the two plants that we have on the top. So over a period, it probably drops down and cover the lattice area that we have now.
And about the deck, we got the flooring changed as well. What didn't you like about your previous flooring?
It will be slippery during the rain. So now, yeah, we are very comfortable. Like earlier, when the kid goes out, yeah, we used to be scared whether he'll fall down or. Now, yeah, we are confident.
With the
Yeah.
WPC?
Yes.
WPC, yeah. Eventually, not just that, and the other interesting part is that when we have that
It changed the
elevated,
aesthetics also.
correct,
Yeah, now it looks beautiful.
right, and when we have that elevation done with WPC tiles on over the existing tiles, so there was no kind of rework done on the existing floor as such. So it was over that. So the height increase certainly had concerns over the parapet of wall that we have. So again, you would have noticed that we put the clothes on top, and when we lean back, there were risk of falling back. So we wanted that area also to be covered. I mean, that's again last moment change, and the fabricator who came along, he was very supportive. He just procured another new lattice and cut the portion that we needed, and it was done very quick response. I mean, I was pretty happy with that.
So you're happy with how the space has been transformed?
Certainly, of course. I mean, there is no question on that. Yeah.
Neighbors were pretty impressed. They already visited the balcony, so they inquired who was the one who did that. Because like I felt in this neighborhood, this is the first place where this kind of work was done, and yeah, as a word of mouth, it is spreading.
Oh, that's great to hear.
And I also, when you talk about the opening, and a lot of people, when I stand outside, they
Yeah,
keep,
we are getting comments, good comments daily.
certainly pretty good feedback that we get, and of course, all credits to Dream Garden for that matter. So,
Thank you so much.
thanks, thanks Dream Garden basically.